Okay, good morning, everybody. Let's get to something. So, as you know, they have the Owen Hart Foundation Tournament coming up. I don't know if you guys saw um, Jeff Jarrett's his interview that he did with AEW. Yeah, but he spoke about winning the tournament, and he pretty much was really like in his feelings and mixed up about things, man, because losing his wife, then losing his dad, you know, um, you know, losing Owen Hart as a friend, when he had his situation. And Jeff Jarrett talked about even like Toby Keith, where it's like just, if anybody's lost loved ones, you know what that feels like. So does Jeff Jarrett have it in him to win the Owen Hart Foundation Tournament? So we're going to put Jeff Jarrett in the match, Double J, and we're going to just let Double J do his thing. Will he be victorious here? We'll see, right? But yeah, Double J, man, he's one of these people. I want to say, like, he's accomplished a lot. I think he's a 12-time world champion, and he's won multiple belts all over the place, man. And I don't really care about the greatest of all time. I mean, wrestling is not a real sport, man. It's a choreographed. You can call it an art in a certain way, but so it's one of the reasons why people always talking about what's so real about a wrestling game when wrestling itself isn't even real. You know what I mean? But yeah. So the wrestling games are more real than the wrestling itself. But yeah. But Jeff Jarrett was one of these guys, man, like when you talk about it, and I'm like, okay, now, if I had to say I had a favorite wrestler, it would be Sting, overall, bottom line. But Jeff Jarrett is one of those guys as well. I feel like, when you talk about the Stings, and you like I said, you can't talk about The Rock or Stone Cold. I don't care about the popularity thing where you have guys that might have become more popular than others through the years, but you cannot talk about them and Flair and Hogan and Roman Reigns or whoever, anybody, and not talk about Sting as well. Now, I feel like Jeff Jarrett is in that same conversation. One of the things I always say, as a professional wrestler, you do a disservice to yourself to act as if your career only started after you came to the WWE. Like nothing you did was prestigious. All the bumps and bruises, the surgeries, the damage you did to your body started way before you came, to the WWE. So if, and we know that the WWE have a lot of their wrestlers, when people come to the company, they'll come into the ring and talk about how they, they always wanted to go to the WWE. I even heard AJ Styles says nothing he did matters in his career if he can't win the title at, in the WWE. And this was on one of their programs, and I said, yeah, some of the writers had him say that nonsense. Ric Flair winning the Intercontinental Championship, I remember him saying, winning this means more to me than winning all 16 those other championships. And it's like, you're saying that. Now, the only thing about Flair saying that I said, well, I could have an understanding of that somewhat. I could understand him saying, for me at this age, at this stage of my career, to win this championship is equally as important than those other 16 wins, because he's at a point in his life where, hey man, I'm fighting. How about we go Jeff Jarrett versus the Psycho Norman Bates? And to say, oh damn, I keep flip flopping back and forth. When I'm playing my Switch, I'm still in Xbox mode. I'm as far as the controller. When I'm playing the Xbox, I'm in switch mode as far as the controller. But to say those type of things, I'm winning titles at an age where I never thought I would be winning the title. Okay, I can understand that, but to say that this means more than all those others, like that Intercontinental belt is more prestigious than the others, man. It's not even real fighting. Okay, they can take Pee Wee Herman when he was alive and make him the champ if they want. Okay, WCW did it with David Arquette, right? There's always a storyline where you can create something to make someone whatever you want them to be. So, we'll go Norman Bates. So, I hear people talking, but I'm not trying to hear that. or nothing I've done means anything until I do it in the WWE. No. If that's the case, you should never leave, and you should put up with whatever nonsense that they give you. So when you leave and go to other companies, it make it like basically what people look at is like, it's not even like you're not even going there because you want to be a part of something special in a company. You're just going there for a paycheck and crossing your fingers and hoping that WWE call you back and say, hey man, listen, we want to get you back here when your contract is up. And this is why people don't understand. Like they hate it so much when WWE wrestlers leave and go to AEW. I have something else coming up for you guys as well. I'm talking about that for sure because it's the possibility of certain things happening that may or may not. They're just rumors as of now, but hey, I'm going to get into it. So, without any further ado, let's get this match going with Jeff Jarret and Norman Bates, the Psycho.
The following contest is an unsanctioned wrestling outmatch.
Double J. Yeah, that would be cool, man. And one thing I definitely give AEW too, man, is they know how to take care of their legends, man. Like what they did with Sting was phenomenal, man. So, the fact that Tony Khan is acknowledging Double J's contribution to this company, to this business. And, people like to criticize, and I remember them, why'd they bring in Jeff Jarret? Hey, listen, man, y'all had no problem cheering for him a couple of months back when last year when they brought him in and he was like the referee, special referee for like one of the Usos or something. I think the Usos was involved in their match. Yeah, it was okay then, but as soon as he shows up in AEW, all of a sudden now, this was a bad move. Like, whatever. So anyway, you guys enjoy the match, and I have something else coming up for you guys, as I said. I want to say something too, because a lot of people are so ungrateful, so spoiled, and feel such entitlement. People don't realize that if it wasn't for Double J and his dad, there would be no TNA Impact. The same company that most of these people were saying, TNA sucks, TNA is this, TNA is that. But notice how all of a sudden TNA and the WWE are doing business together. So now all of a sudden TNA rocks, right? And you guys need to open up your eyes and use some common sense too. Example, every single week there's channels doing ratings on only AEW. They're not doing the ratings on the WWE or any other company, right? Well, once again, someone released, and it wasn't about trying to shame TNA. They're just making the very point that I'm making. That look, everybody keeps talking about what AEW's ratings are, but they don't want to talk about the low ratings of the WWE and how their ratings flip-flop. They haven't had solid ratings every week. Not Raw, not SmackDown, or NXT. Their ratings flip-flop the same way. They're up and down. But it's not like since TNA and the WWE have hooked up that all of a sudden TNA's ratings are off the roof. Nope. Their ratings had dipped the same way. Even after Jordan Grace made her appearance in the Ash by Elegance, they just had Joe Hendry go over there. Now, mind you, look at where these guys are going. Not even the main roster. Not Raw, not SmackDown, but NXT. And when I told you guys, that's what you're going to see. That's the role Jordan Grace is going to play. What did they do? They sent Peyton Paxley over there, who the NXT fans didn't even know who the hell she was. I mean, not NXT, the TNA fans, they didn't even know who she was. She barely got any ovation whatsoever. They it's like, you know that moment on on Coming to America? I like to give up to my band, Sex and Chocolate, and nobody cheered, and he stomped his feet, Sex and Chocolate, right? And nobody was cheering except for them 3 people. Remember those 3 people out there? He good. That barking saying, he good. You must be crazy. It was one of those moments. Like, nobody knew who the hell she was. So that's what I told you. You're not going to see Jordan Grace over there pinning Bianca Belair's shoulders to the mats, or Charlotte Flair, or Becky Lynch, or any of them. They're not going to see that. No, she's going to be right there wrestling against NXT wrestlers. And notice, she got pinned. What's the name? What's the champion at NXT? Is it Roxanne Perez or something like that? Whatever. But yeah, Jordan Grace got pinned by her. So beating Peyton Paxley is like, okay, right. It's the fact that it's WWE programming. These guys feel like, hey man, we got to go over there and wrestle in WWE, you know? And it didn't do anything for the ratings of NXT. It didn't do anything for the ratings of TNA. And this is my point. You know, and that company wouldn't be there if not for Jeff Jarrett and his dad. So now all of a sudden TNA doesn't suck anymore. Yeah. And you see Jordan Grace come out with the vest on that had the letters NX. It said NXTNA. Yeah, NXTNA. So it is what it is, man. But yeah, Jeff Jarrett has done a lot, man. I mean, he's been everywhere, man. You've seen this guy face everywhere, from Japan, from WCW, WWE, started Impact, TNA. You've seen him over there in AAA. I mean, he's done so much and been everywhere, man. He's accomplished so much. And for people to sit here and overlook his achievements, and the problem, we know what that is. When the majority of what you do, the majority of what you're known for is not a part of the WWE, then yeah, people want to treat you like what you did was mediocre. So is it more honorable to have to get your back stitched up because of a match in WWE versus it being in New Japan or being in TNA or anywhere else? AEW, no, stitches are stitches. Okay, simple. Same pain, same scars, everything that you have to go through, all the agony, the ups and downs, same thing. So the most people can do is like, okay, I hope that I get more money. I can make as much money as I possibly can, but have a respectable career. Because let's just face it, more than half of these wrestlers are going to retire limping really badly, hip replacements, all types of surgeries and injuries. And the thing about it is, you can sit here and say, this wrestler was great, this wrestler was this and that, yet they end their careers broke. You understand what I mean? So I remember I still have the DVD. Was it IPW or something like that? And this was like from the early 2000 years. And I remember it was a card he put on, and Homicide fought against AJ Styles on that. And let me tell you something about that card, man. They had a blizzard, right? They had a blizzard. I don't even think it was 5 people in that audience, man. The place was it sounded like the same 2-3 voices just repeatedly was, and I feel like, basically, I know they never showed the crowd one time. That was due to nobody showing up. But the wrestlers had to come out, right? looking around, still doing their and Double J gets the win. Yes, sir. So yeah, the wrestlers have to still come out as if it was a full house of people. They're looking around, doing their thing, looking up at the crowd, and there was nobody there. Like I said, I don't even think there was 5 people in that audience, man. But they went out there, and I mean, AJ and Homicide, that whole card was stacked, man. But they wrestled like it was a sold out, 20,000 seat arena or something, man. They put on. And we see that often when these guys are wrestling in front of like empty crowds. So way before COVID happened, yeah, you had wrestlers that were used to doing that, had to do those type of things due to certain situations and conditions. So yeah, I mean, your career doesn't start when you go to WWE. Like I said, the most you may or may not get more exposure depending on how they use you. Because let's be real, there's a lot of people that was in WWE. I didn't even know that they were there because you never see them. And then when I did finally see them, they were losing all the time. So it's like the grass isn't always greener. So, thinking running to the WWE all of a sudden, instantly a better situation. No, why do you think so many people have run and left the WWE? Because they got treated the same way that you assume that they will be or fantasize about? No. So yeah, this is one guy that's been everywhere and has done so much for this business. You can tell that he was really passionate about it. Remember they had that, what was it called? Rock King or something like that. It was like over in India, and it was a wrestling program that I think Jeff started. He was a part of it. I think he had something to do with that. And, I don't know if it's still happening to this day. I don't see anything. I don't know if it folded, but whatever. The guy tried to do so much, man. And he's been, we all been through a lot, man. It doesn't make it any more prestigious or it matters anymore because, you're famous or something like that. No, but just saying, everybody always want to talk about who did what in this business, but you can't overlook Jeff Jarrett's contributions, man. So anyway, once again, like I said, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and let's see if Jeff Jarrett can win the Owen Hart tournament, man. I'm pulling for him. I hope he can pull it off, man. But anyway, hey, enjoy your games. Play games. Enjoy your games. Enjoy your day. Stay away from toxic people. I will catch you guys on the next video.